Hey, you guys, come on in the house. Let's get this conversation going. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your host, KTJ, and this is Love Coach Sessions Live. We talk about dating, relationships, love, and all that good stuff. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Look, we're talking today about this article that I saw. Somebody sent it to me and thought that this would be a good talking point, something for us to have a conversation about. It was Young Thug, the rapper Young Thug. He was doing an interview, and rapper Slim Thug. I'm sorry, not Young Thug, Slim Thug. You got to keep all these thugs, together. So this is Slim Thug, and Slim Thug was doing an interview, and he was talking about relationships. Now, ask me why people ask a rapper for his knowledge about relationships and dynamics. I don't know, but people often do ask rappers what they think about things. And so they asked him questions about like people in the industry, right? And he happened to bring up Ciara. His thought was Ciara she's with Russell Wilson for the payday. He was like, look, she was with Future, and everybody she's been with has been thuggish. Like everybody she's been with has been street dudes. She's been with guys who, who just, they are just not high society guys, right? And then so he went on like to say like she must be with him for the money. Now, of course, with this social media thing we got going on, the word travels fast, right? The word traveled real fast, and it got back to Ciara, what the man said. And this isn't the first time she's heard this, but this was just recently when it was stated, you guys. And as she talked about it, she said, look, I'm here because I want to be here. She said in the article, and I'm going to see if I can pull it up too, in the article that, when you know better, you should do better. When you grow up, you should act grown up, and you meet somebody who meets you where you should be. So let me just see if I can pull up that article right now and share it with you. Yeah, here we go. So this is the article, you guys. And rapper Slim Thug accuses Ciara of being with Russell Wilson for financial stability. Ooh. All right, so this is a nice little picture of Russell and Ciara, and they got together, and this was just kind of a rundown of what happened with her before Russell Wilson. And so she talked about it while Ciara and her husband and children were living well. Some folks are skeptical. So here's check out what he said. Here's what he said. Do a woman who used to talk to Future really want a Russell Wilson? He asked, I don't believe it. He said, I think it's all for financial stability. It's all for financial stability. I don't think that after you like the dude who's cool, homeboy, just no hate. He had to throw that in there, no hate, but he just didn't see it happening. But at the end, he said, God bless them. Now I want you guys to check out when Ciara caught wind of it. She said, repeating the same bad habit over and over again is a form of insanity. There comes a point in your life when you know better and you have to do better. You owe it to yourself. It's just that simple. So he said that Russell Wilson wasn't cool. This is what Russell Wilson's was her definition of cool. Is a man is God-fearing, man carries himself well, a man that makes you laugh, financial responsibility, a man who sees beauty in your scars. Now check out what he had to say as a response to what she had to say.
Okay, I want to apologize to Russell Wilson for saying that he was lame and corny. Really, I ain't mean that. I was trying to say good guy versus bad guy swag.
All right, I'm not sure if you guys can even hear that, but essentially he said, I wasn't trying to, backdoor Russell Wilson for what he did. He was just trying to say good guy swag versus bad guy swag. Now, somebody might say, what difference does it make? Why do you care which way it goes? All right. So that's what he had to say about it. And he said, but at the end of his statement, he said, but I'm just a rapper. What do I know? And that's exactly what I'm that was probably my bigger question. Like, why are you asking a rapper to evaluate other people's relationships? I mean, was he know? Right. So either way, let's talk about this idea though. Can a person change his type? Can you be interested in one kind of person and you have some life experiences and you decide that kind of person that I used to like is not good for me in my future? All right. Look, I would love to hear what you guys had to say. Stephanie, I knew you was coming through. I knew it. That's my people's coming through. Let me see what Stephanie had to say. I'm sure security is a factor, but probably not the only reason. Doug, whatever his name is hating. She's allowed to evolve. Being a knucklehead will teach you how to appreciate a good man. Yeah. She was smart. She smartened up and got a man that who she could build something with and have something with and could be respectable with her children and all of that. Like the dream that you would hope for. Now, because she was mature enough to see that she had to be mature enough for this next level, she did what she had to do to get what she needed. All right. And to be on that next level. And so, look, I think, listen to this. I think that everybody can change in any direction, right? If change wasn't possible, you need to shut down every church, every synagogue, every mosque, every social service agency, shut down. I'm talking about every nonprofit, shut it down, right? If people can't change, then there's no need in us. All of us speakers, all of us personal growth speakers, and all of us talking about things and trying to help people to live better lives. Forget about all of that. If you don't believe that people can change, then all of these things that we're doing in this society to help people change, just forget about it, right? Because it's not gonna happen if you believe that people are who they are. Now, here's what I will say. There is a strain of personality that is formed after you are, I believe it's 7 years old, right? Your personality and who you are is pretty much well formed by 7 years old, and then you begin to kind of grow in that direction, right? But here's the one thing that we have that separates us from the animals. It separates us from the birds, from the bees, from the flowers, from the trees. The one thing that separates us from all those other things is will. We have been given willpower over ourselves. We can change directions. We can do the thing. We can be going full out north and decide, you know what? North is not the way I want to go. I need to change this and I need to go south. And we can change and go south. Look, you ever see when birds fly south for the winter? I don't think they do it anymore because of climate change, but that's something to pay attention to. But once upon a time, birds used to fly south for the winter, right? Well, the birds would fly south and the birds had to fly south. It was in their DNA to fly south for the winter, and that was it. There's no other options. They don't be like, you know what? I'm taking this winter off. I ain't doing all that flying this year. I'm staying home. No, they can't do that because it's in their DNA. It's in their makeup to fly south for the winter, to find warmth, right? Homing pigeons. They, you know, I heard a story one time about homing pigeons. You know, like these birds, you can turn them around, and you know, these, you can put them someplace else, and they'll find their way back to where their home is. They go up in the air, go around, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then they go back and find their direction back home. They always know how to get back home, right? It's in them. That directional thing is in them, but we as human beings can choose to be whatever we want to be, and we can choose to be with whoever we choose to be with. That's the beautiful thing about this life, is that you are not stuck being who you are and who you were. You can grow and you can change every single day. Listen, if you had the love of a rapper, you love the life of hanging out with rappers and just people who, let's say, look, I want to put all rappers in the same category, but I'm saying somebody who was not good for your future. If you attracted abusers, if you attracted users, if you attracted a certain kind of person, and that kind of person was who you always attract, and you decided, you know what? Hey, I have been slapped for the last time. I have been punched for the last time. When you decide that, then guess what? That's when it ends. Isn't that the beautiful thing about this life? When you've decided that you've had enough, you can turn and go in a different direction. I heard a story about a man who would walk down the street and come past his porch, and there was a dog sitting on the porch. And this dog was sitting there, and there was an old man sitting next to the dog, and the dog would just howl. Ow, ow. And the man would walk past this dog howling every day. So the man just stopped one day and said, "Hey, sir, let me ask you a question. What is wrong with that dog?" And the man on the porch said, "Well, that dog is sitting on a nail." And he said, "Well, why would he be sitting on a nail? Doesn't he know it hurts? He's howling. You can tell that dog is in pain." Oh! The old man says, when that pain is great enough, that dog will get off the nail. When the pain is great enough, you will get off of being around the wrong kind of people who are going in the wrong kind of direction. When the pain is of changing, the pain of staying the same is more severe than the pain of changing, then you'll change. But haven't you seen people who you just wonder, why do they stay in these terrible relationships? They get treated like a dog, they get talked to like a dog, they get just treated like subhuman, but they won't go anywhere. Why do they stay? The pain of changing is the pain of staying the same is not as great as the pain of changing. So they don't change. But when that pain gets great enough, hopefully it's before you're in the ground, when that pain gets tremendous enough, then change will happen. But there's no change if you can endure the pain. But some pains you need to give up enduring and move on. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. Look, we have more videos coming this week. We're going to do more of recorded videos. We got a lot happening this week, but so I want you to still be able to get your videos in, get your topics in. And if you got a topic, hit me up, lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com. That's where we are. And if you need a one-on-one love coach session, hit us up and we can help make that happen. All right. Till next time. Peace and love.